And here's my sanding process on this one. I had enough time the night before to knock out the handles and the juice grooves, and then I could just bust through the board the next day and get them done really quick. I have noticed that everybody has their own way of sanding. We pretty much do the same thing, but we all have our own process. This is mine. I start at an 80 grit, go to 150, then to a 220. Then I wet the board down with water to raise the grain. After you wet the board and the grain raises, you can really feel the roughness of the board. It feels like you've never even sanded it. Then I just go back and I knock down what's raised up. I knock it back down with a 220. And I wet and raise the grain a second time on my boards. When I was first starting out, I had a board sitting around for about a month, and I noticed that I felt the glue joints, like the glue, you were able to feel like a little roughness in the glue joints. So with a little bit of trial and error, I came up with wetting the board a second time, and I didn't have that problem. And then after the grain raises up, I sand it down one more time with the 220, and then I go through the whole board, get the juice grooves, handles, everything on the final sand, make sure it's very smooth, and then I'm ready to dip it in the oil. Sanding the boards down is like half of the process, it seems like, when it comes to the time of putting the board together. Well, this is the final piece of this board. Throw some oil on it. The only thing that I left out is waxing it and putting the legs on, but here's the whole build.